Well, I don't know if there's a particular way that you're supposed to get these cups out. If there is, I don't know it. They are not wanting to come out. Well, these are plantable seed starting pots. It says no glues or binders, but I believe they're glued together. I cannot get them apart. I mean, this is crazy. See, that's 2 in 1 there. About got them. I twist them around, bend them in and twist them around a little bit. They sometimes will let loose. I've never used these type. I've always worked with, see, it's tearing. I've always worked with the peat moss cups, but this says made from wood, not peat. I mean, this is ridiculous. My hands are gonna be sore after this. I can tell you one thing, I won't be buying this anymore. Okay, I'm going to put this potting mix into each one of the cups. And then I have the seeds that I saved from last year. I've got some zinnias, cone, some Gerber daisies, purple coneflower. Put some in the little pots, and then I'll put some directly into the flower bed. What I am spilling into this little tray, I will collect. Otto wants to help. Otto, I don't need your help. I need you to go on. Go find your brother Ollie. I got my little stool, my little garden stool. So what I'm doing is I'm packing. Oh, now stop. I'm packing the little planters with the potting soil, packing it in, and adding to it if needed. Pardon me. Otto, you need to apologize. Zinnias. And I have no clue if this is going to work or not. I have put seeds in the flower pots before, just the big pot in which the actual plant itself was in. And I can't say that I can't say that I've had a whole lot of luck with it, but I'm willing to try. I really need you to go on. I really, truly do need you to go find somewhere else. I'm gonna put Otto in the utility room. Okay, this first row is going to be zinnias. Gerber daisies. The next row I'll mark with a G, Gerber daisy, and then I'll just do a G on the remainder. The coxcomb, and I'll just put a C on the remainder. These little seed heads are the purple coneflower. I'll just write purple coneflower. I'll just put P cone. We've been home from Steinhatchee for a week now. After a day of putting everything back in order, you know, I had taken some things off the RV that I put in the dining room and the utility room, the building, and I needed to get that straightened up because we were going to have our little family gathering to celebrate Everly's 8th birthday. So I did that. We got back on Tuesday. I did that on Wednesday. I had a doctor's appointment on Thursday, which was a planned thing. It was for some tests and so forth. And Friday, I felt so bad that I came this close to asking Gary to take me to the doctor. If not the doctor, to the hospital. Some medicine that I've been on since the first of the year, it's new medicine, I could not take it. I just simply could not take it. And I had tried to get a hold of the doctor's office to ask about it being changed, either a different prescription or reduce the dosage or do something, and they never called me back. I left 3 messages actually. The 3rd message, they finally called me back, and I just was not up to doing anything Friday. But then Saturday, I felt better. I quit taking that medicine and got everything decorated and set up for Everly's little party. It was just the adults and Everly. Everybody else had prior plans. But I think she had a good time. We had a good time. All right, I got the holes in. Zinnias in this first. And I'm putting several down in there. I don't know that this is the right way to do it again. I'm just experimenting. I'll fan it out if they should all germinate and pop up. I'm gonna come back and put a little bit more of the potting soil on top. This next row will be the Gerber daisy. I have put the whole branch in here. These should come up self-seeding from where I had a couple of them planted in the garden area, because they are not shy at all about self-seeding. And now the last is going to be the coxcomb. The others I'm going to put in the ground, directly in the ground. I'm not going to do that until probably into March. And I know I probably won't get any results out of it this year, out of any of them likely. But if they take root, a good root, then maybe they'll be bursting out. Maybe they'll be bursting out next year. Now is I'm gonna add some more potting mix, cover it up, and then I'll give it a good watering. Okay, I've got each row labeled zinnia. This is the coxcomb, and the other two are down in there, and I put ×6. I'm leaving this in there to help stand them up until I can get them inside. And I'm gonna water them inside, and I'll leave them in there. You may be thinking, well, why don't you just do this in your greenhouse? Well, I wished I could. I have come to the conclusion that there's no point in me trying to save my ferns from one summer to the next. I have had some in the past that did okay, but while we were gone to Steinhatchee is when we have had the coldest weather that we've had for our area, and so there's no more ferns. You know, they were doing halfway decent before we left. I had taken them out on a couple of days that it was nice and sunshiny, and let them get rained on too. But being gone and it getting down to 19, no, that was for a couple of nights. So I'm not going to try to do the ferns anymore, but they are still in the greenhouse. So it's just packed to the gill, and there's no room for me to do this in there. So. Okay, I have the labels in, and I've watered everything. So what I'm gonna do is put this in the living room on the counter beside the TV. That's one thing I can check off the list, and so let's move on to something else. Here are my seedlings, what I hope will become seedlings. I have put them in the window of the living room, the front window of the living room, the TV, is on this televator. So I'm hoping that with the sunshine, it's tinted, the window is tinted, so it's not gonna be full blast sunshine, for lack of a better way of putting it, but it will get some light. Filtered light, I guess, would be the way to describe it. What I did was I put a scrap piece of upholstery fabric and bunched it up so that it would lay somewhat level, the tray would lay somewhat level. You can tell by the window that it comes down into a rounded V. So I did that to kind of help keep it a little bit level. I just watered it again. This is the second watering. I did these seedlings on, I think I did on Monday, and today's Wednesday. So I'm gonna pull the shade down for the benefit of us here in the living room, and then bring the TV back up, and that's it. I'll just keep check and see how things progress.